Hi everybody, I'm Anna.
And I'm Corey.
And we're from Kit and Kat Shop. And yes, we have kits and we have dolls. We actually started the no-hole earring way back in 2019. He would not let me poke holes in the dolls, so he came up with a way for them to wear magnetic earrings. And over that time, we have kind of made several different iterations and improvements. And last year we went to a convention and we had the opportunity to try the kit in some other dolls.
Besides Smart Doll.
And there were a few things. I mean, it worked, but we saw that there were some places for improvement. So we have another new update on our kit.
This is our version 2.5. The first iteration back in 2019 was our original kit, and it came in a box very much like this one. And we had some success with that, but the one thing that we heard at that time was that people were they didn't know where to keep the earrings after they got them. And so that's when we came up with the kit, which is version 2.0. We're always trying to improve.
Yeah.
So our next version was we had some custom made magnets to make the studs and the smaller earrings
A little stronger.
They're stronger, they're thinner, you don't see them as much in a close-up of your doll wearing earrings. That was version 2.2.
2.2, yeah.
And today we are doing two things. We are announcing version 2.5, and we're updating the tutorial because Danny has changed the dolls since we first started doing our stuff. So the dolls now come with the Cyber Skull Cap, they come with the Eye Cradle, and they have the Evolve frame, which might impact the
belly.
The belly piercing, which is included in the kit. So we're going to go through and we're going to film a new tutorial because the last one was just pictures.
Yeah.
It's cute. I still love that video.
The big improvement for this one is we are again doing our custom made interior magnets. They're stronger. They're slightly different size. So it should make it a better fit for some of the other dolls.
We decided what we needed was stronger magnets. So we reached out to our supplier and we had the absolute strongest magnets available, custom made to go into these dolls. So version 2.5, you get the kit, you get the tin, and you get the strongest magnets available. We're gonna we've got a couple of dolls that need their earrings. Got Chase here.
Chase and Subomo.
And Chase is going to get her belly piercing too because these both have the Evolve frame. So we're going to switch cameras and walk you through it. First thing we need to do is take off the skull cap. As you can see, it's got the Eye Cradle in there. Now, the Eye Cradle can be tough to pull out with your fingers. There's a lot of putty in here all around the eyes. So we're just going to grab it by the handle and slowly pull it out. And we lost both eyes. We're going to want to pull all of Danny's sticky tack out. Now, because the eyes came out and they're perfectly positioned, we're just going to leave those where they are. But the side and back putty needs to come out. And just set this aside. So we have the kit. And the earrings. So we're going to You need to stretch this stuff to get it to be sticky. It warms it up while you're doing this, and it makes it better in the long run. Now, because of the eye cradle, only use about half of one square because there's not as much room in there as there used to be. Take one of the earrings. So once we have our magnet out and our earring, what you're gonna do is put it on the side of the head and just let it sit there and get it roughly in position. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. Hold it in place with your finger. Take the magnet and just drop it in, and it will roll and align itself by itself. And you can see when you take the hand away, it's staying. Use the earring to slide things around until it's roughly in place. And then take your putty make it into a flat disc and set it over the top of the magnet and carefully push it in place. Try not to let it stick to your finger. So now it's mostly there. Now we're going to be poking and prodding that putty until that earring is exactly where we want it, and then just smush it down as best as you can. So you've got that. Now repeat for the other side. Just a note, since it's been brought up a few times, this putty is for shipping only. You do not need it. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Take the earring, get it roughly in place. Now the second one makes it a little bit more tricky because you don't want it to jump to the other ear. So just drop it down in the bottom and let it roll to where it needs to be. See, I got that one way too high, so we're just going to use the earring to get it where we want it, and it's going to drag that magnet on the inside to where we need it to be. Take your putty again, make a bit of a disc out of it. Just put it over the top and smush it roughly into place, and try not to let it stick to your finger. Once the putty is covering the magnet, push, prod, now you need to look and compare side to side and make sure that you've got them both lined up good. And that they're straight. And that's all there is to it for the earrings. Once they're in place, take your eye cradle and use what you took of Danny's putty out and just take a little bit of it and put it right on the Culture Japan logo. And then you're going to put the eyes back in. And just push it down into place and make sure that those earrings have not moved. And we're done. That's it. Earrings are installed, and you can see that the eye cradle does not interfere. Put her magnetic cap back on. And that's a doll with magnetic earrings. Now, this one is a lot harder. Because of the new Evolve frame, this is a lot more difficult. Only do this if you're really, really brave. This is tough. It is a lot tougher than it was. The process is pretty much the same. But you need to move everything back as far as you can get it, and it's honestly easier if you set the earring way up high, because you're going to be pushing and prodding. Now, because the torso is a lot deeper, you want to be even more careful with this. But keep it as flat as you can and just let that magnet fall in there until you can hear it click onto the magnet, and it will hold itself. Now you can use the earring to slide it down into place, and this is where the tricky part comes. You're going to want to use a popsicle stick, and about, again, not quite as much square as we give you, but you're going to want it to be fairly flexible, and you might want to have small fingers. Gonna have to hand this off to Anna, who has smaller hands than me.
Okay, so we're gonna slide this back down, top of the belly button. We're gonna turn this over, and you're gonna squeeze the rib cage as much as you can. That's gonna make this opening longer. And okay. Okay. You're gonna have to do some finagling around here because of the new back port stand. There we go. And the rib cage and the upper torso will reform later. It does have memory. It is difficult, but it is doable.
So that was half of it was easy and half of it was challenging. We do hope that shows you what you need to do in order to use the Kit and Kat Shop magnetic earring kit in your dolls. And thank you for joining us. We hope to see you soon. I'm Corey.
I'm Anna.
And we're from Kit and Kat Shop, and you guys have a great day.